Hello YouTube, Vlogademics Rants here, and this week is the Pirtek Enduro Cup 2016 entry list. We are less than 1 week away from the Sandown 500, the first of 2,100 kilometers, or over 1,300 miles of racing in the next 3 rounds. 2 drivers, 1 car, 3 rounds, 4 races. For reference, 2 pictures of each of the drivers. The driver on the left is the main game driver, and the first driver I'll be mentioning the name of, while the co-driver is a picture of the driver on the right and is the driver that I mentioned second. With that out of the way, let's begin with the number 1 Bottle Ford with defending champion Mark Winterbottom and his co-driver Dean Canto. The number 2 SP Tools Holden of Garth Tander and Warren Luff, his co-driver. Number 3 will be Lucas Dumbrell Motorsports with Andre Heingardner and his co-driver Aaron Russell, who's back after breaking with car number 4 of Erebus Motorsports earlier in the year. Speaking of the number 4 Erebus Motorsports Holden of Shay Davies and his co-driver Chris van der Drift. The number 6 Monster Energy Racing for Pepsi Max Racing Australia, teammate to Mark Winterbottom, it's Cameron Waters and his co-driver Jack LeBrock. Number 7 is Jack Daniels Racing, Todd Kelly's future unclear until after Nissan announces what they're going to be doing going into 2017. His co-driver is Matt Campbell. Number 8, Team BOC, Jason Bright. This could well be his last season as a full-time driver as well, alongside his co-driver Andrew Jones. The other Erebus racing car, car number 9 of David Reynolds and his co-driver Craig Baird. Car number 12, DJR Team Penske, Fabian Coulthard and his co-driver Luke Yulden. These two have been together for quite some time as co-drivers in endurance events. Car number 14, Freightliner Racing. It's Tim Slade and main game driver from last year, Ash Walsh is his co-driver. Car number 15, Nissan Motorsports, Rick Kelly, his co-driver. He just doesn't want to stop driving. Commentator Russell Ingall. Car number 17, the other DJR Team Penske car of Scott Pye, alongside former main game racer Tony D'Alberto, his co-driver. Car number 18 for Preston Hire Racing, Lee Holsworth, back after a massive accident in Darwin. And his co-driver Carl Reindler, also a victim of a huge smash at Barbagallo several years ago. Car number 19, Darrell Lee Sticks of Will Davison, alongside his co-driver and team owner Jonathan Webb. Car number 21, Team Cool Drive of Tim Blanchard with his co-driver Macaulay Jones. Car number 22, James Courtney, apparently wants out of HRT, which will soon be Walkinshaw Racing, alongside his co-driver Jack Perkins, also a former main game racer, multiple times. Number 23, Nissan Motorsports of Michael Caruso, his co-driver, also a former main game racer in Dean Fiore. Car number 33, Gary Rogers Motorsports, Scott McLaughlin and his co-driver, or another former V8 Supercar main game driver in David Wall. Number 34, the teammate to Scott McLaughlin, James Moffat and his co-driver, James Golding. Car number 55, Chaz Mostert. I said almost 1 year to the day since his massive crash at Bathurst that broke his leg and knocked him out of the rest of the season. His co-driver is another former V8 Supercar main game driver in Steve Owen. Number 88, Jamie Whincup, 6-time V8 Supercar champion. And his co-driver or another former main game driver in Paul Dumbrell. Number 96, Nissan Motorsports of Dale Wood, and his co-driver David Russell, who ran alongside his brother Aaron Russell last year at Bathurst as a wild card. Number 97, Shane Van Gisbergen, alongside his co-driver, another former V8 Supercar main game driver, Alex Prema. Next up is car number 111, Super Black Racer, Chris Pither, alongside his co-driver, Richie Stanaway. Car number 222, Lucas Dumbrell Motorsports, main game driver of Nick Percat, and his co-driver, former V8 Supercar main game driver, Cameron the Stig McConville. And car 888, Team Vortex, the winners of the Bathurst 1000 last year, Craig Lowndes and his co-driver, yet another V8 Supercar main game driver, Stephen Richards. And running as the Bathurst wildcard, the number 200 Harvey Norman Nissan of Renee Gracie and her co-driver, Simona Di Silvestro, who will be making her debut in the main game as a full-time driver next year. So that is the entry list for the V8 Supercars at the Pirtek Enduro Cup, with Renee Gracie and Simona Di Silvestro running as a wildcard at Bathurst. I hope you enjoyed this video. That is it for this week. Please rate, comment, share and subscribe, and have a great day, everyone.